And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Championship Sunday here at St. Peter Arlington Heights as we bring you the 2018 Lutheran Sports Basketball Championship game. It's been a long day.
Yes, it has.
But this is the culmination. Sam Krul alongside third-place finisher on the women's side, Matt Gutzler. Matt, first of all, congratulations on your finish.
Thank you, Sam. Real proud of the girls, and now we're looking forward to a great boys championship game. We had an amazing girls championship game, 21-20, won by Palatine over Peoria. So the Peoria boys now are looking for a little redemption for the girls and trying to bring home a championship back to Peoria.
Absolutely. As Matt mentioned, this contest will be between the Crusaders of Yorkville Cross and the Comets of Christ Peoria. And we're going to go to Eric Young for the introductions.
www.luthsports.org. Before we begin, we ask that all participants and spectators conduct themselves in a God-pleasing manner before, during, and after this basketball game. The LSA Sportsmanship Award will be presented this weekend to the school whose behavior of its players, coaches, and fans best demonstrate Christian sportsmanship. And now, let's meet the teams. This championship game features the guests on the scoreboard, the Crusaders from Cross Lutheran School in Yorkville, versus the home team on the scoreboard, the Comets from Christ Lutheran in Peoria. First, let's meet the guests, the Crusaders. Cross comes to us with a record of 23 wins and 7 losses. They are the champions of the St. Peter Saint Shootout, the Cross Lutheran 19th Annual Invitational Tip-Off. At this tournament, they defeated Emmanuel Palatine, Rockford Lutheran, and Zion Marengo en route to this game. First, let's meet their non-starters. Number 22, John Daffenberg. And number 32, Caleb Fisher. And now the starters for the Crusaders. A guard standing 5 feet 5 inches tall, number 23, Wade Davis. A forward standing 6 foot even, number 31, Elijah Fisher. At a guard, 5 feet 8 inches tall, number 33, Luke Franklin. At another guard, 6 feet 2 inches tall, number 35, Jaden Shute. And at center, 6 feet tall, number 42, Keith Stewart. The Crusaders are coached by Jeff Shute, assisted by Dave Brandon and Don Davis. And now the home team, the Comets from Christ Peoria. They come to us with a record of 26 wins and 2 losses. They are champions of the Green Park St. Louis Tournament. They are champions of the Central Illinois Lutheran Conference, and they are champions of the Christ Peoria Invitational Tournament. In this tournament, en route here, they defeated St. Peter Arlington Heights, Trinity Springfield, and Trinity Bloomington. First, let's meet the non-starters. Number 11, Cooper Weibel. Number 21, Joe Lamberti. Number 23, Sean Rayford. Number 24, Hector Izakari. And number 44, Josh Johnson. And now the starters for the Comets. At one guard, standing 5 feet 1 inch tall, number 3, Javon Brewer. At another guard, 5 feet 4 inches tall, number 4, Wade Jackson. At a forward, 5 feet 9 inches, number 13, Jeremiah Welsh. At center, 5 feet 10 inches tall, number 32, Clay Schneider. And finally, a forward standing 6 feet even, number 35, Jamari Winfrey. The Comets are coached by Terry Mooney Jr., assisted by Terry Mooney Sr. and Dario Lamberti. And now, before we begin this game, as we do at every LSA event, let's begin this with a word of prayer. Dear Lord, thank you for guiding us safely to this point in the weekend. Be with us here today during this championship game. Please be with the players and give them the strength to do their best. Also, be with the coaches, referees, officials, and fans during the course of this game. Help us all to display integrity and the highest level of Christian sportsmanship. In your name we play, amen. Let's play ball.
Well, here we go, Matt. We noticed a couple things during the starting lineups. Lots of size on the Cross Yorkville side.
Yes, they do. And Jaden Shute, he is one of the taller players, but he's going to bring up the ball as well. Primary ball handler, primary scorer. He's averaging 26 a game in the first 3 games. Also, I saw from Christ Peoria, Sean Rayford's coming off the bench. He's averaging 11, so we're looking forward to seeing him come off the bench and maybe get some buckets in.
And speaking of Shute, he's 2 points away from tying the high score for the tournament so far. Good chance that's going to happen, averaging 27. And here come the Comets. They'll start things out. As Brewer over to Jackson. Jackson working in front of the Yorkville bench. Now back up top to Brewer. Yorkville looks to be settling into a 1-3-1 defense, and the Comets will work it around. Now over into the hands of Jeremiah Welsh.
Peoria's girls team was very patient moving the ball around. Looks like the boys do the same thing.
Here's a turnaround jump shot for Jamari Winfrey. And he gets us started with the scoring here in this championship game.
Winfrey's averaging 20 a game, so he's got himself started.
Good looking jump shot. And here's the aforementioned Shute. Now don't get it twisted. The Shute is a good player, but his supporting cast is very good as well.
Yeah, I mean, some people have said he's kind of the one-man wrecking crew, but he's got some great teammates around him. Wade Davis is shooting 81% from the line, averaging 8 points a game too. Shute does a great job of distributing the ball to his teammates as well, besides scoring.
So inbounding the ball for the Crusaders is number 23, Wade Davis. And Shute will pull from 15. That one's long. Nice rebound by Wade Jackson of the Comets. And speaking of the Comets, here they come. They'll slow it down and work it around. In the hands of Welsh. Welsh now back up top to Brewer. Brewer to Jackson. Jackson over to Brewer. He'll pop one just from inside the three-point line. Off the backboard, in and out, no good. And the Comets will tie up, Shute underneath the basket. That's something they're going to have to get used to. You can't bring that ball down, especially not against the Comets.
No, and since Peoria knows that Jaden's going to be everywhere, they had 3 guys around him. So it was three white shirts versus 1 maroon shirt. So, yeah, Jaden's going to keep the ball up and kick it out to his teammates.
And the possession arrow was apparently incorrect from the tip, which the Comets got the ball at the tip. So it will be Yorkville basketball. And they're going to work against this Comet backcourt pressure as Wade Jackson is running with Shute. Now up ahead to Franklin. Franklin back up to Shute. Shute picks up a nice screen from Keith Stewart. He'll pull from 3. That one's long again. Nice offensive board for Wade Davis, and he lost it. Here come the Comets, led by Winfrey. Over to Jackson. Jackson back to Winfrey, and 1.
Great transition, moving. He passed it. He knew it was going to come back, attacked the basket, and got the foul.
So Winfrey has now accounted for all the Comets' points so far in this contest, as they are now up 4-0. Still early in this first quarter, 4:19 to play. Winfrey's free throw is up and long. Rebound tapped around on the floor, and we're probably going to have another held ball, and this time it's going to stay with the Comets.
Winfrey was 7 of 11 coming into the game at 63% from the line, so that was a little surprising with the miss. But we've talked about this in years past, Sam. You got the championship game jitters, so once in a while you'll get those mistakes, miss a free throw, bad pass. But both teams are playing really well to start off the championship game.
Sean Rayford checking in for the Comets as we have a 3-ball from out of the hand of Javon Brewer, ends up a little bit short. And I think that's what you're going to get all game today. You're going to get Jackson just shadowing shoot the whole way down the floor.
Yeah, you are, but you got to be careful. Jaden was kind of leaning in, and he was feeling the push. He was looking for that call, and he got it.
That's foul number 1 on the Crusaders, or on the Comets, rather. And here's a 3-ball from the corner, bringing rain out of the hand of Wade Davis. And Jamari Winfrey took it inside and had it blocked by Shoot.
Great block by Shoot.
Now that's going to be a matchup to watch underneath, especially on offensive rebounds.
Well, with him, with him
attacking
playing in the middle on the zone.
It's a nice pass inside to Sean Rayford. His shot is up off the top of the backboard. No good. Offensive rebound cleaned up. And the putback by Clay Schneider. 6-0 Comets.
We're going to see a lot of blocks from Shoot, but he's got to be careful, too. That was a big swing. They may call a foul on him at some point.
Here's Wade Davis working on Javon Brewer. That'll be a good matchup, too, in the backcourt. As here's a wide-open 3-ball out of the hand of Luke Franklin and down.
Great job getting on the board. Nice pass. Great three-pointer. Now cut the lead in half. Cross is going to shoot threes a little bit more than Peoria. Peoria's only made 4 all weekend. But I think Cross is going to have to spread it out a little to create some space, and they're going to have to hit a couple threes.
Speaking of three-pointers out of the hand of the Comets, here's one from Wade Davis. He missed, but Winfrey pulled down the offensive board and was fouled by, I believe, Shoot. That foul was on Shoot, his first team second.
He's talking to the ref. Even from our vantage, it looked like he got a top of the ball, but I think he may have kind of pushed from the underneath on the body.
Winfrey up and good, so he is now 1 of 3 from the line today.
Getting that percentage back to where it was for the weekend.
His second one is up and no good. And this nice rebound by Schneider, had it blocked by Shoot, and I believe he was also assisted by Keith Stewart. It's kind of a tandem block.
You talked about Cross's size. That was huge on the rebound.
Shoot will pull from 15, no good.
He may have some championship game jitters. He's taking some good looks. The ball will fall.
And here are the Comets, still trying to get it inside to Winfrey, even with Shoot down there, the athletic guy in the middle. And there's a nice athletic save and a nice block by Shoot. Almost another one. Rebound Schneider, up and no good. And that might be Shoot's second.
They're hoping for 31, I think. So 31 ended up underneath. Shoot was, jumping way out of things. I was going to mention to you later too, but Shoot took 3rd in the high jump last year at state. I expect him to possibly be state champion in high jump. So he went up high to block. Then
it was Elijah Fisher.
31 Fisher. He ended up, I think, pushing from underneath.
Fisher did pick it up. That was his second, team 3rd of the evening. 2:24 to play in this here first quarter.
Yorkville's only got 7, so they got to be careful with foul trouble. With Fisher already having 2, we'll see kind of how things go. Of course, the coach just called the timeout as well to kind of settle them down. It is 7-3. They're playing well. We'll see if they can settle down on the offensive side and see if Shoot can get some baskets in.
Absolutely. And for those of you watching at home not totally familiar with these two teams, Peoria is in the white jerseys with the blue trim and blue or white numbers with blue trim. And Yorkville Cross is in the maroon jerseys with the white lettering and gray trim. As Schneider misses his first. And the second is also short. That one didn't touch any rim, so it'll be Cross basketball underneath
he
the
hadn't
common
been
basket.
shooting many free throws. He was 1 for 3 entering the game.
Yorkville just does get it in, as they really want it in the hands of Schutt as he waits in the backcourt to get that ball so he can bring it up.
They're kind of double teaming a little bit, especially on that press.
And here's Sean Rayford guarding Schutt as he pulls up, in and out, no good. Rebound, Winfrey. Winfrey looking up ahead, and that one's stolen by Luke Franklin. Luke Franklin looked to take a three, kind of had the ball knocked out of his hand slightly by, I believe that was Javon Brewer. And Schutt finds it.
Like you said, you're getting a big physical defense on Schutt. They don't want him to score.
And that shot up and no good.
Peoria will let
by Elijah
everyone
Fisher.
else on cross beat them. They're doubling and really being physical with Schutt.
Here's Brewer outside to Rayford. That one's in and out, no good. And the offensive putback was no good as well, out of the hands of Schneider. Here's Schutt, left hand. Right hand on the left side, up and good.
Nice take. Now he's on the board. I think he'll start to loosen up, and we'll see some more scoring from him.
7-5, Comets still in the lead.
Great attack from the left side.
Rayford trying to get it inside to Winfrey, had it knocked away for a second. He takes it in, no good, and we're gonna have a push on Wade Jackson.
Great box out by Fisher.
And we've got ourselves a substitution.
Jackson's the smallest guy on the court, and he's trying to jump over Fisher, who's almost 6 feet tall, I think. You're going to get called for over back on that one.
Checking in for the Comets is number 11, Cooper Weibel. As they still put that man-to-man pressure on in the backcourt. Handling it well is Wade Davis. Picks up his dribble and had it knocked away for just a second. His pass was intended for Luke Franklin. Rayford nearly had a steal and a second one. As Schutt pulls up from 15, was looking for the contact, didn't get it, still ties the game up.
Great shot. He leaned and tried to get that foul, but he made it anyways. Great shot, and now we got a tie ball game with 30 seconds in the first quarter.
Rayford over to Winfrey. Winfrey lost control for just a second, now kicks it back up top to Rayford.
Probably looking for the last shot of the quarter.
Working on Franklin. Now over to Javon Brewer, inside to Schneider. Schneider's right hand up and good. 9-7, 10 seconds to play. Schutt with the left hand. Up ahead, Wade Davis pulls up the dribble, kicks it back out to Franklin. Franklin tucks, steps inside the three-point line, short, and that's how we'll end the first quarter. 9-7, Comets ahead here in this championship game, and they've done a really good job on Schutt so far.
Yes, they have, and anyone that has played Yorkville this year knows that Schutt's going to be the guy. He wants to shoot, he's going to attack. I mean, he will pass off to his teammates, but he's averaging 26 a game. So everyone knows that they're going to key on him. Peoria's doing a great job with that. Yorkville then playing good zone defense. They're very big in the inside, so they know Peoria has only made 4 threes all weekend. So it's like, shoot from the outside, we'll get the rebound. Unfortunately, there was a miscommunication or something on the zone on the last play. I think Schneider made the basket then, but great defense on both ends. It's 9-7 at the end of the quarter.
Now, do you think the athleticism of Peoria might be too much for Yorkville underneath?
At some point, I mean, we've talked about this with Palatine and other teams too. When you're fast, you're big, you're strong, with Yorkville only having 7 guys, it will wear you out. So we'll see what happens in the fourth quarter, but Yorkville's doing a great job so far.
Getting ready to inbound for the Crusaders is number 23.
Here comes the
Wade
double
Davis.
already on Schutt. Oh, got the ball though.
And I think you're going to see a couple different looks from the Comets on Schutt. Right now they have the longer Rayford, as that 3 ball was really deep and just missing.
I think that would have been
Schutt.
5 feet off the NBA three-point line.
Definitely
he almost had it too.
definitely has some range. Here's Winfrey catching just in front of the Yorkville bench inside to Rayford, and we've got a 3-second call on Weibel.
he just came in and got caught napping in the lane.
And because of his nap, Wade Jackson is going to replace him. Wade Jackson with 2 fouls already. I believe that's why he sat late in that first. There's Shoot looking to go inside. Finds the wide open Keith Stewart, and Stewart is on the board.
That's going to be the key to the game. Everyone's doubling Shoot, and we know he's a good passer. What an amazing pass to the block for the basket. See how many times he can get his teammates involved as well.
Rayford looking to penetrate, had the ball knocked away by Franklin. Ended up in the hands of Shoot. He works on Rayford, tries to get it down low. Nice tap away by Brewer, and here come the Comets. 3-on-2. Winfrey into the lane, up on Shoot, and good. No fear whatsoever.
No, he went really strong. Shoot was smart to not reach or whatever. Oh, and then he just got tripped.
And that foul is going to be on, I believe, Rayford. If it's on Jackson, that'll be his 3rd. And it was called on Rayford.
Yeah, Coach Mooney's not too happy with that one. They were trying to trap and they reached instead.
Here's Wade Davis. Nice crossover on Brewer. His 3-pointer short. Rebound to Winfrey on the Comets. Winfrey looking to work, gets inside, pulls up from 17, good. Smooth stroke once he gets inside the 3-point line.
What a great player. He attacked and stopped right at the free throw line for a great jump shot.
13-9, Comets ahead by 4. Crossing the timeline with his left hand is Franklin.
They need to start setting picks for Shoot. He's having trouble getting open by himself.
Franklin a little hesitant to drive. Now pulls it back out. Guarded closely by Jackson.
Oh, nice attack.
Left hand on the left side. Off the side of the backboard, no good. Here come the Comets yet again. Winfrey looking to get into the middle. Pump fake over to Raymond. Rayford up and good. And Yorkville's going to need a timeout. So a quick 6-0 run for the Comets leads to a Yorkville timeout.
What a great pass. We've talked about both players, Shoot and Winfrey. They can handle the ball, they can pass, they can shoot. Both of them all around great players. And Winfrey just showed again. He attacked, everyone collapses, especially with that zone. You're gonna collapse the zone. Guy on the opposite block's wide open for an easy bucket.
And Rayford connected well with that right hand on the left side. So the Comets are really looking to push here in the second quarter. You think that's something they talked about after the first, to say we need to get the ball down the floor a little quicker?
I think so. Where, you know, like we mentioned the championship jitters or whatever, you kind of get settled. They were moving the ball around to the zone for a while, but I think now it's time to step on the gas and see what happens.
So Luke Franklin will inbound.
They're running a 4 across press break. I'm waiting for the over-the-top pass.
And here's a steal from Rayford on Shoot. Shoot left it out there for just a second too long, and Rayford took it from him. Now over to Winfrey. Javon Brewer brings it up top of that left hand. Now a couple in between the leg dribbles. He'll cross over on Franklin. Now over to Winfrey just in front of the cross bench. Winfrey, one dribble, kills it. Rayford looking. There's a nice head fake from Brewer. Oh. He went to pull up from 10 and got it swatted by Shoot.
You're not getting anything inside with Shoot there. I think he may have blocked that one with his elbow.
As Rayford thought about pulling just inside the 3-point line, decided to holster it and get it over to Brewer. Brewer up top to Jackson. And we're going to have an offensive foul on Wade Jackson as he tried to create some space.
Well, he knew it was going to be over her back, so he had to go hustle, but the only way to do that was for a little push to get him open.
Usually not something you see called a whole lot.
No, I was waiting for the over back call, and all of a sudden it was like, oh, push instead.
And the Comets need a timeout. 15-9, 3:09 to play in the first half of this here championship game.
This game so far has been kind of a up and down and a little physical stuff. So the coaches are going to want to get some timeouts here or there. I think Coach Mooney too, especially with Jackson's third foul, kind of talk to the subs then and say, okay, this is what we're going to do, guys. We still got half a quarter to go. We're up 6. So good timeout by Coach Mooney, just to kind of settle the boys, saying, hey guys, we're still up 6. We're going to have to change some things up because I probably wouldn't expect to see Jackson again this quarter.
Probably not with those 3 fouls so early on.
No, I mean, they're playing well. I think they can afford for him to sit, but they're going to want him back in the third quarter, and you don't want him starting the second half with 4.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, don't be too upset after this game is over and basketball for Lutheran schools is complete for the 2018 year. Luckily for you, state 2018 track and field will be held May 19th and 20th at Concordia University, Chicago. Check the LSA website, www.luthsports.org, for qualifying times and distances.
I'm the high jump judge, and I'm looking forward to see Jaden do the high jump. The state track meet's always a great event.
Here's a 3-ball, long out of the hand of Wade Davis, and the Comets are pushing, and we've got ourselves a travel. Weibel took a couple too many steps on his way to the hoop.
If that wasn't a travel, Shoot was going to end up with a poke and a block. So he's everywhere. He's flying all over the court.
Here's Yorkville trailing by 6. Just under 3 to play in the first half. Shoot now working on Winfrey. Winfrey got him to turn. Now kick over to Wade Davis. Davis the handoff to Shoot. Shoot had it knocked away momentarily by Winfrey. Shoot pull-up jumper. Good. That's kind of a lost art. You don't see the pull-up jumper a whole lot anymore.
Not anymore. You're either shooting threes or attacking for layups. That was an amazing shot because Winfrey was in his face.
Speaking of Winfrey, he's working on the far wing. Had the ball knocked away momentarily and picked up by Weibel. And then Weibel lost it out of bounds himself. It'll be cross Yorkville basketball.
With that zone, you're not going to be able to attack, especially against 3 guys. Winfrey had to pull back and swing it.
Shoot looking to turn on the Jets against Winfrey. Spun back out. Here's a 3-ball from Franklin. No good. Rebound tapped around on the ground and fought for. And holding the ball while laying out of bounds was number 31, Elijah Fisher.
Shoot came up to Franklin and said, don't worry about it, you'll make it next time. Great teammate, because he's going to need help from his teammates getting some buckets.
Here's Raymond. Kills a dribble after just 1. Now Winfrey up top to Javon Brewer. Brewer right around the Schneider screen. Now comes back up to the top. Finds Raymond. Raymond kick out. Weibel thought about a 3, put it back in the holster now to Winfrey. Free throw line extended. 1 dribble, couple steps, up off the glass and good. What a tough shot, going away from the basket.
Coach from Yorkville was looking for a travel. It looked like a nice attack to the basket. Here comes the pick.
And Weibel steps out to try to slow down Shoot until Winfrey could get back. Weibel really playing some good defense on whoever's handling the ball up top.
They gotta be careful going across half court. They're really spreading it out, which they need to do.
Shoot holding the ball just inside of half court as we come to about a minute to play in the first half. Here's a 3-ball from Franklin, long. And here comes Rayford. Rayford looking to push. Slows it down, looks to set up the offense. He'll get it over to Weibel. Weibel had it knocked away by Franklin.
Great defense. Under a minute, let's see if Yorkville can cut the lead before halftime.
Shoot goes baseline into the chest of Schneider. And there's going to be a blocking call as Shoot will go to the line for the first time today.
Not sure if Coach Mooney was upset at the player or the ref, but he didn't like that call.
I think he was still backing up when he took the contact.
I think so. And it kind of looked like Mooney was kind of a little frustrated with his player, wanting him to stay set.
First free throw from Shoot is up and good. 17-12, 42.5 to play in this opening half of the championship game. Second is up and good for Shoot.
Made both free throws. He's shooting 56% entering tonight's game. So great job getting those 2 in. Down to a 4-point game, 36 seconds to go.
Javon Brewer dribbling just inside of half court. And it looks like the Comets will play for the last shot.
They did this at the end of the first. Up 4, why not?
So Brewer and Raymond switch spots.
Especially with playing against the zone, you got plenty of room. Now the zone does come out a little bit.
There's a long skip pass that was nearly picked off by Franklin. Now 7 to shoot for Brewer. Crossover on Franklin. He'll pull up from 3. Long 3. That one's going to hit the backboard. No good. Rebound, Weibel. Weibel's turnaround jumper. No good. Blocked by Shoot. And we'll go to half with the Comets leading the Crusaders 17-13. We'll be back with first half stats right after this. Welcome back to second half action here at beautiful St. Peter Arlington Heights for the Lutheran State Championship here in Illinois. And we've got a good one, 17-13 at half. The Comets of Christ Peoria leading the Crusaders of Cross Yorkville. Seen a little bit of everything so far today. We've seen some three-pointers taken from the parking lot. We've seen some nice drives and one-hand finishes off the top of the glass. Some beautiful defense. And we've only got ourselves a 4-point game. It's been great.
This is a championship game, Sam. That's what we're expecting. Both teams have been playing very hard. We also knew that Shoot and Winfrey were going to be the 2 guys from each team that we had a key on. They're playing great. Winfrey's on pace for his, on pace for his 19 average. Shoot a little bit lower. He's averaging 26 a game. He's only got 8, but he's getting playing very well defensively, double teamed a lot of times, all those type of things. So we're doing really well. Great game for championship. Cross Yorkville, I'm thinking they probably want to get Wade Davis going a little bit. He has 0 points. He was averaging 8 games throughout the weekend. And then on Peoria's side too, Sean Rayford, he only has 2. He's been averaging 11 for the weekend. So some role players need to start stepping up and helping out the 2 stars. But as I said, you know, this is state championship game. Cross Yorkville, we've mentioned this for many years. Only 3 teams have won the boys championship in the last 14 years. Peoria, Palatine, and Rockford. Cross Yorkville's trying to jump in and break up that trifecta, and they're right on pace. They're doing a great job.
Absolutely. Got ourselves a 4-point contest, and we talked about the main players for each team in Winfrey and Shoot. Winfrey with 11 so far. What does Cross Yorkville have to do to maybe put the stop to him in the second half?
I mean, they are playing the zone, so I think they've been really doing a good job. He's made a couple amazing shots. He has been attacking or whatever. So, you know, at times too, you kind of say, you know what, the star's going to get his points. Let's focus on the other guys. And you know, they've held him to 17 points, and Winfrey's got 11 of the 17. So I think Yorkville's doing fine. They're keep playing that great zone defense and kind of see what happens.
And on the other side, Shoot with only 8 so far, averaging 27 a game. He's got 19 to go in the second half. If he puts up 19, is there any way that
if he puts up 19, Yorkville's got a good shot at winning this thing?
I was just going to say, does Peoria have any chance if he puts up 19 in the second half?
But because Peoria knows that, they've held him in check, which playing some great defense. Yeah, let's see if he can kind of get some maybe picks or things to get himself open. He's been getting some looks as well, but because he's being guarded very well, some of the shots aren't falling.
And we'll crown ourselves a state champion here in just 12 minutes. Maybe it'll be a new one and break up the trio.
Maybe, or as I mentioned earlier too, Christ Peoria is trying to get some redemption from the girls who lost the girls game. Christ Peoria would love to bring another state championship home for their school.
And to start the third quarter, Winfrey will inbound to Brewer. Comets again holding onto a 4-point lead as we come out of halftime. Winfrey finds Schneider in the corner, now back up top to Brewer. Winfrey into the lane, blocked by Shoot, rebound Schneider, he kicks it out. And here's a 3-ball from Rayford, good. We talked about the Comets not shooting a whole lot of threes, but that looked awful good out of the hand of Rayford.
Rayford had 1. I told you the whole team only had 4 throughout the tournament.
As Shoot lost control, has it tied up, and it'll belong to Yorkville.
We mentioned, though, that Rayford only had 2 points. He'd been averaging 11. We knew he was going to get some points in the second half, and he started it off
Wade Davis to inbound. Looking. Gets it into shoot just before the 5-second call. Inside lane is Stewart. He'll kick it back out to shoot. Shoot around a Stewart screen. Tries to get into the lane. Up on Winfrey and Rayford and scores.
What an amazing attack. Yorkville had all 4 other guys on the left side of the basket. Shoot went to the right side, uncontested, more or less, for the basket.
So Shoot went for the steal on the entry pass to Winfrey, missed, and Winfrey pretty much went uncontested to the basket after that.
You mentioned what to do for Winfrey. Don't let him do that. Got to stay grounded. I know Shoot's been blocking a lot of shots, but he's got to stay home.
And here's Yorkville looking to answer back. Down 7. Shoot standing on top of the S.
They should try that overload play again. That worked out really well.
And we've got an official's timeout. I believe.
Coach is looking at him. I don't know what happened. Yeah. Breathing a little heavy or something. Coach is kind of standing right behind him, catching a deep breath.
Hope he's going to be all right. Here's Shoot. Now over to Davis. Davis kicks it out to newly checked in Caleb Fisher. Excuse me, John Daffenberg. So Daffenberg seeing his first action in this championship game. Shoot working on Winfrey, kills a dribble, gets it inside to Fisher. Fisher goes baseline, now to Daffenberg. Nice entry pass knocked away by Schneider. Here come the Comets, up with the right hand, no good. Probably felt the pressure coming to Javon Brewer, but it doesn't matter as Wade Jackson cleans up the offensive board.
You knew Shoot was coming. He had that high jump looking at, he almost touched the backboard, I think.
Yorkville down 9. Looking to cut into that lead just a little bit here, and there's a nice steal by Jackson. Jackson up ahead to Winfrey. He'll go up. Tried to dunk it for the second time this weekend and lays it in over the top of the rim. And here's an errant pass stolen by Schneider over to Rayford. Rayford blocked by Shoot. And we're going to have a timeout, full timeout, called by Jeff Shoot.
That was huge by Shoot. You didn't want to give up another 2 points. I mean, they're already down 11 now, and things started to go. That's why Coach called the timeout. But Shoot saved the day, I think, because if they would have made that basket, even with the timeout, Peoria was really getting steamrolling coming. And hopefully maybe with this timeout, they get the ball, things will change a little bit. But, you know, we talked about, you know, coming out of halftime, you know, what was going to happen. And Peoria stepping it up and attacking the basket, playing a good D. And then, you know, we saw, too, that the cross guys, they're looking too much to shoot at times where they're you know, threw the ball away once or whatever. So they got to be confident in their abilities. They're scoring well. Davis is scoring eight points a game. He needs to say, you know what, I'm going to help out my buddy and get a bucket here or two instead of always looking to pass back.
Absolutely. And out of the timeout, it'll be Yorkville basketball trailing by 11. Ladies and gentlemen, the games you are watching now will be put on our YouTube channel, LuthsportsTV, sometime after the national tournament. So be on the lookout for that. Not sure that you'll get any kind of notification, but just know that after the Lutheran Sports National Tournament, all these games will be live to stream on YouTube. Here's Shoot, pull-up jumper. That one's in and out, no good. Rebound Schneider.
Great look. The YouTube channel is great. They just opened it up a couple of months ago, I think. It's nice to see past games on the YouTube. And then every kid gets a DVD of this weekend as well.
Here's a lob pass inside to Winfrey, and he was fouled on his way up. He'll go to the line for 2. You know, I happened to stumble upon that YouTube channel, and unfortunately heard myself talking, and it wasn't pretty.
So do we got to hit the mute button when we watch those?
Absolutely. Winfrey's first free throw is up and good. That extends the lead to 12.
Winfrey was shooting 63% from the line coming into the game, so you know he's going to make these.
That last foul was on Elijah Fisher, his third team first of the second half. Free throw from Winfrey up and good. 28-15, 2:47 to play here in the third.
As we mentioned, Yorkville only's got 7 guys, and we got the guy hurt. I only see 1 guy on the bench, so they can't really get into foul trouble.
Here's Shoot, looking for a lane. Winfrey playing really good defense here this evening. And we are going to have ourselves a hand check on Winfrey. And Shoot looks like he might have rolled his ankle a little bit.
He can't afford to do that. Looks
Again,
like he's got some low tops on too, though.
With only 7 guys total, that would be tough. Here's Shoot, turnaround jumper, in and out, no good. He's had a few of those today that have just missed.
What a pretty shot, though. It's got to fall.
Rayford, look, nice pass inside to Schneider, up and good. Even with the contact from Keith Stewart, Schneider was able to score with the right hand on the right side. Here's the pass up ahead to Wade Davis as Yorkville tries to get it across the timeline. Now back to Shoot. Shoot looking to pick up a screen. Does. Pulls from just inside the three-point line and nails it. When he gets set and has an open look, it's going down.
Such a pretty shot, too. Maybe that'll kind of start to get him rolling as well. Only 13. They cut it under 10 before the quarter. That'll be good momentum for them.
And Peoria is going to look to slow it down just a little bit. Rayford faces up, has the ball knocked away momentarily, regains control, shot up and no good. But he'll go to the line for 2 as Wade Davis reached in, got him on the elbow on his way up.
That's only his first, so not a big problem with that.
Rayford's first is up and good.
He entered the game 8 for 11, 73% from the line.
So a very good free throw shooter, good shooter overall. As you said, he is one of the few on Peoria who's knocked down a 3 this weekend.
Correct.
Make that 2. Second free throw, back iron, no good. Rebound tapped around and fought for, and corralled by Shoot.
Not sure what happened, but Franklin is back at the scorer's table, ready to come back in. Hopefully he's healthy again.
As Shoot with a nice pump fake, goes up and good. Used every part of the rim, but still got it to go down.
I think that shot moments ago kind of got his confidence back. Let's see if he can get a couple more buckets.
Sometimes that's all it takes, just to find that stroke again.
Just one basket does a lot of good.
And the Comets up 12 will pull it out.
They held at the end of each of the first 2 quarters. We got a minute left, though. This is going to be a long stall.
And Rayford will stand with the basketball just in front of the scores table. And Yorkville shows no signs of wanting to come out and play defense. And we're now under 40 seconds for the third quarter.
They're hoping for a 12-point deficit. They don't want to give another easy bucket. So maybe if they can get a stop and maybe a basket, depending on how fast Peoria attacks, a good stop would be great right here for Yorkville.
So we're going on about 40 seconds on the stall. Now, do you like that Yorkville isn't pressuring at all? As Rayford catches a nice screen, turns around, threw the ball up at the backboard, and missed everything.
See if Yorkville can get a basket with 4 seconds.
4.5 to play in this third quarter.
There's 2 trains of thought on that, Sam, where, you know, Peoria is playing really well, and you're like, you know what? We're playing hard, get a little breather, and we'll play the fourth quarter down 11 or down 12. But 2, you know, it's like, hey, if we put a little pressure, maybe we get a couple buckets in the third quarter,
Here's
too.
the handoff to Shoot. He'll get it up ahead to Davis. Davis will pull from 3. Off the backboard, no good. So Yorkville will go into the final quarter down 12. But you know what the good thing is, though? Nobody's in real foul trouble right now, as the fouls are 1-2 going into the fourth quarter.
No, so we said Jackson had 3 going into the halftime. So yeah, both teams are really gonna put it all, especially Yorkville. They got Got 6 minutes to cut a 12-point deficit. Of course, that first 2 minutes of the quarter is going to be huge. See what they can do. Peoria is going to get the ball to start, though. Let's see if maybe they will try a little stall again or slow up, especially against that zone. Yorkville's going to possibly have to think about at some point in the fourth quarter, maybe going to man to put some pressure. They need the ball to score.
Absolutely. Now, if you are the Comets, do you come out and stall right away, or are you looking to attack the basket?
I wouldn't stall like the last minute, but I would work the ball. I mean, they started the game off like that too. If Yorkville's going to stay in the zone, I'm going to work the ball for a while, make them come out and get me. But like I mentioned, Cross is going to have to start thinking too of, are we going to sit in the zone, or are we going to have to change things up?
So as Matt mentioned, it'll be Comet basketball to start the fourth. Javon Brewer will bring it across the timeline. Now over to Jackson. Jackson, as we mentioned before, the only person in any kind of real foul trouble with 3, as Brewer tried to pull it from the free throw line and had it blocked.
Good way to start the quarter by Yorkville with a big stop. Let's see if they can get a bucket.
Here's Schutt bringing it across the timeline behind his back. Thought about pulling from 3, put it back in the holster.
3.
Here's Davis spinning back, handing it off to Schutt yet again. Schutt right in front of his own bench, crossing over on Winfrey. Winfrey with the nice footwork on defense. Pump fake, shot up and good for Schutt.
What a pretty shot.
I think Schutt found it.
Winfrey's a great defender too, and there's nothing you could do on that one. What an amazing shot.
10-point Comet lead. Here's Jackson from Brewer, now back up to Brewer. Brewer now inside to Rayford. Rayford with a nice move, pull-up jumper inside the lane, off the glass and good. Lead is back to 12.
Looking like it's a little version of maybe of a box and one with Schutt on Winfrey. We'll have to take a look at it on the next time down.
Wade Davis handing off to Schutt yet again, as he's just inside of half. Winfrey, a little jab step, kind of got Schutt to go baseline. His fadeaway is no good. Rebound, tapped around and finally corralled by Rayford. Here come the Comets. 3-on-2, into the lane, and Rayford was fouled. I'm not sure if they're going to give him 2 or say it was on the ground. We'll wait to see the officials call.
Shooting 2.
And he is going to shoot 2. That last foul was on number 23, Wade Davis, his second, team third. So Rayford's first free throw is in and out. As we mentioned, he came into today's game shooting right around 73%. And he is now 2 for 4.
And he's missed his last 2. We shouldn't have mentioned his free throw percentage, I guess.
The second one is no good. So since we've mentioned it, he's missed all 3. So here are the Comets.
Great offensive rebound, though. Yeah. Yorkville has to get those rebounds off of free throws.
33-21, Comets ahead. And here comes the stall yet again. Wade Davis will step out on Rayford. Rayford crossing, now looking to go right. Gets in the lane. Nice pass off to Schneider. Schneider up off the glass and good. And we've got a timeout. 35-21, Comets by 14.
Yorkville is kind of playing somewhat of a version of a box and one, which leaves the middle open. And when you attack and you collapse, blocks wide open. What an amazing pass.
Beautiful pass from Rayford to Schneider. And Schneider really has been playing quite well this afternoon.
Yes, he has. He's working hard. His job is, to kind of clean up the glass and let his athletic buddies attack, and he'll get those little buddies. They're passing really well.
Absolutely. And ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to follow us on social media. And by us, I mean the LSA. Like us on Facebook, Lutheran Sports Association of Illinois. If you'd like to follow us on Twitter, our handle is @LuthSports. And our website, as I've read before, is www.luthsports.org. And again, that YouTube channel, so you can listen to my melodious voice over and over again, is LuthsportsTV. So Matt, 4 minutes to play. Yorkville down 14. We talked about going into the fourth quarter possibly down less than 10, getting it into single digits. They weren't able to accomplish that. What do they have to do differently?
They need to, Schutt's got to make his baskets. I mean, Peoria's playing great defense. I don't see a lot that Yorkville's really doing wrong. Peoria's playing great defense. Some of the shots maybe not be falling. Davis may have forced that one, but Schutt started to get hot a little bit. But now, time's against them right now, and playing a little bit more of a pressure defense. Still kind of sitting back a little bit. It still looks like that box and one.
So the Comets now just kind of doing a little bit of a weave as Rayford attacks the basket with the right hand on the left side, misses. Rebound cleaned up by Stewart. And it's really good to see Franklin back in the game.
Yep. And this possession's huge. Yorkville needs a basket.
As we're going to go just under 3 minutes with this possession. 3-ball long from Schutt, short. And Winfrey and Schutt feet were tied up after that three-pointer. Don't think there was anything malicious there. Just feet got tied up after the shot.
Winfrey kind of stood there and said, get your legs out, and no one was kicking or pushing. So great sportsmanship on both players.
Here's a 3-ball from Davis. That one is short, and rebound Rayford. And they're going to walk it up as we go under 3. Rayford across the timeline.
They're going to have to come out of this box and one.
As Brewer goes back to Rayford, Winfrey looking for the handoff from Rayford, doesn't get it.
Looks like they're matching up now. Yep. Got to play a man against this stall.
There's a crossover from Rayford. He'll hand it off to Winfrey. Winfrey in between his legs. Another handoff to Brewer. Brewer, jab step in the lane, nothing. And it looks like the Comets are going to this weave stall as Winfrey heads into the lane with the left hand, no good. And we had a loose ball foul. This one's going to be on Schneider.
Great box out by Fisher, though. If Peoria's going to stall like that, when they do shoot, you got to get that rebound.
Here is the inbound stolen by Winfrey. He's going to go to the basket, high up over the rim and good. Now, don't forget, he did almost dunk earlier in the game, and he does have one already in this tournament.
Yeah, that was very athletic. He kind of looked like maybe he wanted to again, but he was kind of in traffic, though, so it was a nice shot.
And here is a pass out of the hands of Franklin, picked up by Jackson. And Franklin's going to come away with the foul. Jackson goes to the line for 2.
Honestly, nothing really you could do about that. Going for the block.
First free throw is up and good for Wade Jackson, who kind of got into foul trouble early in that first half, sat quite a bit in the third and the second, but has come on here strong in the fourth. Second free throw is off the back iron, no good, tapped around and picked up by Franklin. And the Comets holding a 17-point lead, 1:45 to play. Here's Schutt behind the back, pump fake, pulls up from 15. He was definitely fouled on that one. And Schneider will help him up.
We mentioned sportsmanship a moment ago. What a great, it's a 17-point lead right now, but great game, hard-fought battle, helping each other up. I mean, we've talked about this is what LSA basketball is all about, and we're enjoying another great championship game.
Schutt's first free throw is up and good. 38-22. 1:41 to play. That's the third foul on Clay Schneider. Team second of the half. So a fairly clean game so far as fouls go.
Yeah, like we said, there weren't many fouls in the first half. Only 7 total. Yorkville going to probably have to foul to get them on lines to see if they can get the ball back. But they got nobody really is in serious foul trouble, so anyone can foul.
And Winfrey.
Or they hope for a turnover.
And Rayford, a little miscommunication. And the turnover.
Assuming Schutt's going to look for a 3 now.
And there's a long pass across the floor, stolen away by Brewer. And we're going to have a foul on Wade Davis.
Probably another miscommunication. You know, they probably wanted to get it to shoot. He was getting double teamed. And that was a long pass, especially when you got aggressive defense from Peoria. So we'll see what happens coming out of the timeout.
And before we get out of here today, folks, do you or someone you know participate in a past state event and attending a Lutheran university or college? If so, you are eligible for the Crane Scholarship Fund. For more information, go to the LSA website at www.luthsports.org. I would have been eligible for that, same as you, right?
Not me.
Not you? Oh, right.
I'm too old.
So 1:22 to play here in the fourth. Comets holding a 15-point lead. And kind of insurmountable at this point, you think?
I think so. It looked like Yorkville put in their two guys on the bench, too. We'll see what happens when they come out. But, you know, Yorkville should be very proud of the game they played. And at some point, too, you want to get everyone in. This is a state championship game. These guys, all players are going to remember this game forever. So it's good to get everybody in.
And checking in for Yorkville is number 32, Caleb Fisher. And Daffenberg returns as well. And for the Comets,
now they're
Jeremiah Welsh checks back in, as well as Josh Johnson seeing his first action of the game.
And Coach Mooney's starting to get his boys off the bench to the scorer's table. We'll see if he maybe calls a timeout since he has the ball to get his players in. And he's standing right next to the ref. No, I guess not.
And here's a nice steal and save by Wade Davis. Shoot finds Davis. He'll pull from three. No good. Rebound tapped around and pulled down by Josh Johnson, so he gets himself into the scorebook. And you were right.
And there's the timeout by Mooney to get his subs in.
So checking in for the Comets is number 21, Joe Lamberti. Number 24, I believe that's Hector Izaguirre. And checking back in is Cooper Weibel. Lamberti turns the corner, now behind the back, showing some nice handles at the top of the key, working on Daffenberg. Picks up a nice screen from Weibel. He'll go into the lane and is fouled on his way to the basket.
And this is great for those bench players, too, to get in the scorebook and maybe even get a point in the state championship game.
And here is Lamberti.
First free throw of the weekend.
It is up and no good. So he's got one more coming. And the second one is up and good. So Lamberti finds himself in the books as well.
In the scorebook on the state championship game. What a memory he'll remember, too.
Daffenberg launches a three, is a little long. And Lamberti almost had a rebound as well. Instead, it was pulled down by Fisher. And a three ball from deep is good by Wade Davis. 39-26, 13 seconds to play. Now 12, 11, 10. Weibel behind the back, looking for Lamberti, finds him. Now over to Jeremiah Welsh. He'll attack the lane, had the ball knocked away by Shoot. And Shoot's gonna hold it as time expires. And your Christ Peoria Comets are state champions once again.
Congratulations to both teams. Cross Yorkville should be very proud. They were outmanned. Peoria comes in every year playing in the championship game a lot. Cross should be very proud in their showing, and congratulations to both teams and to every team that made state this weekend. A great 16-team boys and girls tournament. LSA does a wonderful job once again.
Well, final score yet again, 39-26. The Comets of Christ Peoria defeat the Crusaders of Cross Yorkville Matt, congratulations yet again on your third place finish today.
Thank you very much.
I missed you in the booth for the first 2 games.
I missed announcing. I'm glad I was able to do the championship game with you. And we'll see next year. We got girls next year. Hopefully I'll be coaching in one of those games, but I will join you for the others, hopefully.
Well, I appreciate that very much. Thank you again to Alexa Krull for filling in for the 5th place game as well as the 3rd place game. For Matt Gutzler, this is Sam Krull signing off for the last time. We'll see you in 2019. Congratulations again to both teams.
At this time, we're ready for the award presentation. First off, we'd like to congratulate both teams for their appearance in the championship game. For what it's worth, today's basketball games have been trending on Twitter using the words Championship Sunday, and I think that's quite cool. Additionally, we had close to 250 viewers or computers logged in for this ball game on Concordia's live stream channel. It'll be available on YouTube through the Lutheran Sports channel in early April. And we'll post that, of course, through Twitter, our website, and our Facebook page. Again, I'd like to thank all of our volunteers, especially now Mr. Eric Young, chair of the boys division for the state tournament.
Thank you, Mr. Krull. So we're going to start handing out medals. Actually, before we get to that, we have to hand out a trophy. We'll do that first. At this point, we're going to present the 2nd place trophy for the state of Illinois. You want that one instead? 2nd place trophy for the state of Illinois goes to Cross Lutheran School from Yorkville. All right, guys, when we call your name, come on up and get your individual 2nd place medal. Number 22, John Daffenberg. Number 23, Wade Davis. Number 31, Elijah Fisher. Number 32, Caleb Fisher. Number 33, Luke Franklin. Number 35, Jaden Shute. Number 42, Keith Stewart. Head coach, Jeff Shute. Assistant coach, Dave Brandon. Assistant coach, Don Davis. Principal, Susan Lopez. Athletic Director, Jeff Hahn. Cross Lutheran from Yorkville. Great tournament. Congratulations. And now we get to this trophy. We have the first place champion for the state of Illinois goes to Christ Lutheran School from Peoria. Come on and get your trophy. And also we have a banner for your gym wall. Boys, come on and get your championship banner. And we also have the game basketball. Coach Terry Mooney Jr., come on and receive your game basketball. Congratulations. Individual medals for the first place champion team. Come on up, guys, when we call your name. Number 3, Javon Brewer. Number 4, Wade Jackson. Number 11, Cooper Weibel. Number 13, Jeremiah Welsh. Number 21, Joe Lamberti. Number 23, Sean Rayford. Number 32, Clay Schneider. Number 24, Hector Izakari. Number 35, Jamiri Winfrey. And number 44, Josh Johnson. Head coach, Terry Mooney Jr. Assistant coach, Terry Mooney Sr. Assistant coach, Dario Lamberti. All right, guys, at this point, we're also going to move on to our all-tournament team selections. All weekend long, games have been viewed, watched, and voted upon. From all the information tabulated during the course of the weekend, the following 15 individuals have been selected to this year's all-tournament team. So if I call your name, come on to the front and receive your medal. These names are listed in no particular order. We're going to start first from Christ Peoria, Javon Brewer. From Bethel Morton, Seth Glatz. From Rockford Lutheran, Walter Hill. From Cross Yorkville, Jaden Shute. From Trinity Springfield, Michael Utinsky. From Christ Peoria, Jamari Winfrey. From St. John Lansing, Trey Davis. From Christ Peoria, Sean Rayford. From Zion Marengo, Evan Shepard. He's coming down from the balcony. From Trinity Bloomington, Josh Hoffman. From Cross Yorkville, Wade Davis. From Emmanuel East Dundee, Evan Spank. From Zion Belleville, Peyton Mueller. From Emmanuel Palatine, David McParlane. And finally, from Zion Marengo, Matthew Volkening. And then from these 15 individuals, the tournament MVP was chosen. This year's MVP award is going to, from Christ Peoria, Jamari Winfrey. Our final award is sportsmanship. In a similar way to the all-tournament team, sportsmanship was viewed during the course of the weekend and voted on during the course of all the games. This year's sportsmanship winner, the award goes to Trinity Bloomington. And before we finally send everyone on our separate ways, we're going to close this tournament with prayers. So if you would please, fold your hands, bow your heads. Lord, thanks for bringing us to a conclusion of this weekend. Thanks for all of the participants, the athletes, the cheerleaders, the coaches, the officials, the fans. Thanks for all the fellowship, enjoyment, and fun that we had. Bless us here as we head our separate ways home, and help us to finish off our respected school years with you and in your name. All these things we ask in your name, amen. Amen. Drive home safely. We'll see you next year.